Morning, girls. How are we doing back here again with Amberlynn Reed? This is the truth as to why my ex won't talk to me anymore. Dot, 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 dot. Like, okay, fantastic. I think we all kind of knew the clickbait wasn't done there, even though she is respecting Faline now, and she's no longer going to talk about it because Faline asked her not to, so she's going to respect her, pretty much unlike she did Becky, but I guess... never mind that, she's just gonna talk about it anyway. She's got the tit window dress on, you know, she's got the hair in a little bit of a braid, so who knows, maybe she's out there trying to woo the next girlfriend, or the last girlfriend, or the middle girlfriend, or the second love, who knows, we're not sure anymore. Let's get straight into it, guys.
Hello.
Hi.
Good morning. So I just woke up, obviously got ready for the day, took Twinkie out, fed the fur babies.
Of course.
I'm actually going to be spending the day.
I literally start every single day by just like listing off like things that I have done already. It's like, oh, just so you know, yes, I have walked my dog because that is something I'm capable, and I've fed my dog because that's something I'm capable. I realize we had this whole discussion about how I definitely don't need a caretaker, but I'm just going to keep reminding you guys that I can do basic household chores, and for no reason. Definitely not because I'm trying to prove that I don't need a caretaker. It's just I can do everything myself.
With my mom, my grandma, and my mom's boyfriend.
Wow.
You guys think this is cute? Like, I just want to...
Cuter than usual? Yes. It was a very slow, tentative yes, but cuter than usual. I kind of like the fucking Star Wars Padawan braid thing you've got going on there. Yeah, sweet. So she's out and about again. I'm glad that she's, you know, out and about and not lonely like she's claiming fucking constantly. I just don't get it. She seems to be like out with her mom or her granny or whatever every single day. And then she's like, oh, I'm lonely, guys. I was like, hi, you're out so much. That would drain me. That would drain me having to talk to people that much.
I had my hair up. I was like, I need a moment with it, so I put like a small braid.
I know.
I don't know. My hair is really frizzy.
Fucking Obi-Wan. Like, I have nothing. I was trying to think like Obi-Wan, I don't know, eat a whole donut or something like that. I was trying to think, is there any like Jedi pun? Plo Koon? Can I think of Plo Koon? No, I can't think. Mace Windu? No, got nothing for that. We got a mace store in Ireland. That's something. It's terrible. Those jokes are terrible. Just cut that all out. After the fact, Irishman here, I want to offer up either the idea of Obi-Wide Kenobi or Obi-2 Kenobi. There you go. That's the best I could come up with.
Right now. Tomorrow is my hair washing day. Anyways, I want to show you guys.
Tomorrow is my hair washing day. I realize people with long hair don't wash their hair like every single day, but I find it hilarious that she's like, well, tomorrow is my hair washing day. Like it's on the calendar or something like that. It's like, oh, it's my biannual fucking hair wash day.
What I've been doing when I'm like, okay, I'm hungry, but I don't want like a full meal, but I do want I need something. Okay,
yeah, sure. Usually as like a 550, 600 pound person, you know, when you feel hungry, you need something. You just need it. Because if she didn't eat, she'd be dead by nighttime. She would starve to death, guys. I need okay, bro, sure, definitely. Bro, you need a long ass fucking winter, and then you might be 300 pounds on the other side of it.
Oh, you guys can't even see me.
Bro, I literally think I could look out my window and see you. You're so fucking big.
Let's move
Guys, I don't think I've ever said this about her before because it's never been true before. I think she might be quirky.
This, like so. Hello.
Ugh.
So I take some lunch meat. I take some string cheese.
It was so much better when I didn't see any of this.
Cheese.
Is she just gonna do that thing where she fucking wraps like meat around a string cheese? Is she gonna do that shit again? That was gross.
Oh, wait, we can't forget.
Is this bitch fucking like sponsored by Powerade or something like that now? Look at this thing. Look at this fucking goblin in the corner there. Is she sponsored? It's like, oh, and we can't forget the fresh taste of Glacier Freeze. Like, what the fuck? Like, I find it, I would love to step into her brain at some point and be like, why do you find certain things like so weirdly that you need to fascinate on them? Like, you know, like she's just so obsessed with the Gatorade suddenly. And it's like, why? Like, why? Even like, she deliberately did that. Like, it's like, oh, and we can't forget. It's like, why do you think this is like, I'm sorry, I've made a joke numerous times before. That she's the type of person, Chantal, the type of people who just think being quirky is like a personality replacement. It's not a personality trait, it's a replacement. Because they've got nothing else. They're vacuous, boring ass fucking people. She thinks the same thing about her hair. is this what she does? Does she get like Gatorade and goes like, ha, Gatorade, that's my personality for the next 2 weeks, guys, can't wait. Just like when she did the diamond paintings and shit like that, where she just like spent like 2 weeks straight talking about them every single video, and it's like, bro, we don't care.
Favorite drink in the whole world. If you guys have never had this, please get it for yourself.
Guys, if you haven't had Gatorade, you should try it. Small brand, not many people have heard about it. Not some fucking potato guy over there in Ireland who's heard of Gatorade, even though it's not even sold in fucking Ireland. It's Gatorade, bro.
Gatorade Zero and Glacier Freeze.
Yeah.
There's nothing else like it.
Sure.
So this is like my new favorite snack ever.
Okay, sure. My favorite thing is that this is like on the thumbnail. It's once again a thumbnail of her going, ah, like forcing like a mountain of food into her face because it's just, you know, her. She's a dainty little, definitely 600-pound woman there. Like, I'm sorry, like, this is the woman who claims, oh, I'm not going to mukbang on camera or anything like that. Literally, next video is her doing like a feeder thumbnail, like of her showing her eating. Oh, guys, I don't actually pick that. I do YouTube too. You do. That's it. You do. Like, YouTube will just like assign a random shot from the entire thing. Bullshit that it randomly picked this fucking shot, and coincidentally for like she could do a 15-minute video and she'll take like a bite in the middle of it for 10 seconds and she'll be like, oh, YouTube just randomly picked that. It's like, no, it didn't. YouTube just picks them randomly throughout the video and it gives you an option of different ones to pick. Like, oh, it just randomly. No, it didn't. Stop it.
Oh my god. It's just like straight to the point. I ain't gotta think about it. I literally take this guy.
What an influencer.
And I wrap. You guys, I'm not joking either.
Oh my god.
I wrap.
Oh, it's crazy. Remember the way, like, immediately I said that's what she was going to do? I don't know why she's like, guys, seriously, I know you aren't believing me, right? No, it's like, you've done this before. Like, even I've seen you do this before. I don't, why is she trying to act like this is so quirky and interesting and unique? It's like, I'm assuming, is she doing keto? But like, half the shit she bought in the fucking haul was not keto. It's like, this is like the type of shit I would eat during my depressed keto days. You know? When I'm on like, when you're like 7 days into keto and you're like, oh, I want a snack. I don't want to cook fucking eggs. I'm just gonna, you know, you do that. You do something like this. And then you have the sugar-free glacier thing, which is kind of keto-friendly. So I don't know, is this what we're doing here?
Some chicken lunch meat, which this is like the only chicken lunch meat I will ever eat. Which is the Oscar Mayer Deli Fresh rotisserie seasoned. Wow,
that's so interesting.
But I'm really weird about lunch meat. I wrap it.
You look like you're just weird about food in general. You look like you have a discerning palate that you're just like, do you know what? I'm a very picky eater. That's how I got the 600 pounds. Did she seriously just do a fucking like cross section? Bitch, I'm gonna assume I would know what a cheese stick wrapped in like 2 slices of chicken would look like, because it still looked like a cheese stick wrapped by 2 slices of chicken. Why are we here? Just to suffer?
So good.
Yeah,
I really don't know what it is, but...
morbid obesity. I'll take morbid obesity for 500, Jerry. I just think, look at her. She says that shit and then she just like stares blankly ahead like, oh, that's fucking stupid. Like, guys, I just don't know what it is. You have low standards with food. That's it. Despite your whole like, this is the only chicken I'll eat, guys. Trust me. You have low standards with food. I've never seen you eat anything where you aren't like 10 out of 10. Like, this is literally a cheese string with some chicken wrapped around it, and you're like, chef's kiss, bro.
I'm fixated on it. I'm fixated on this. Okay, so I'm gonna eat this, and then I'm gonna take my trash out.
Because just so you know, guys, I can do household chores. I'm just saying, no particular reason, just dropping into conversation.
Trash valet does come tonight, but I don't know if I'm going to be home in time to actually set the trash out. So I'm just going to walk it to the dumpster myself.
This is like really interesting. Please just take me on this entire journey with you.
Sometimes I do that.
Wow. Are we back at the fucking church again? Oh. God. Maybe we'll get to see more than just like, God, what was it? What was it like? The Hey Jude? Was that what the person was singing? I can't remember. Oh my god. God. White people. White people church music. Spit. This is so fucking cringe. Why are we here? Why is she always in like a front row as well? For someone with like crippling social anxiety, she spends a lot of time in the front row, like holding a camera, trying to get attention. Well, you know, why wouldn't you just go straight from the church to a the place of gambling. Like, wasn't there like a religious story about that where Jesus kind of got really upset about it? Like, threw over tables and shit like that. I'm glad you just went straight from the church to a casino. Oh, Christ. Wow. This is why I say I have problems with these games, because I have no idea what the fuck that even did there. Wow. Yeah.
I'm rich, bitch.
Well, I assume that's going to be in someone's compilation. This is literally just so boring. And that's all I really have for it. It's like, it's one of those, she's just so boring. Like, really, like, someone left a comment saying, it's so weird that, you know, despite, like, Foodie Beauty being such a fucking, like, you know, dick and a train wreck and everything, compared to Amber. Like, Amber lost the crown. Like, Amber has blatantly lost the crown. After Thailand, after that 1 year anniversary video, after her calling out, like, effigy and, like, fighting with people, they're just so much more interesting than Amber. Like, Amber, it's like, oh, we're in the casino again. Oh, we're back at that church again. Oh, we're eating a cheese string again. Yay, I'm glad I watched 2 minutes of this. Oh, thank God, now we're in the shitter. Like, it's a slight step up. We went church, casino, shitter. And yeah, we spent, like, seriously, like a solid minute just panning over just random machines.
Okay, so I just got back from just the whole day out. Went to church, and then we went to the casino. It was actually for my grandma's birthday.
We went to the casino for your grandma's birthday. Like I realized that she claimed that her mom was like addicted to drugs, and she like, but transfer addiction, that's not something that just exists in any way in Amberlynn's universe. But like, is your mom like addicted to gambling or something like that? Why does she spend so much time in the fucking casino? That just seems like genuinely weird.
My grandma's birthday was like over a week ago, and she wanted to go to the casino, so we went there. I won the jackpot. Sure. It was like $650 something, I think. I don't remember.
Yeah, sure.
But I was like so shocked. I was like, oh,
I'm waiting for her to say she like give it to her mom or something like that.
So that was a lot of fun. And instead of spending any of that, I just saved it. And then we went out to dinner, and now I am back home.
So you didn't film dinner. You didn't film you going out for dinner. You'd rather just pretend you ate like a single cheese stick all day, I guess. But you'd film like just like loads of just like machines in the casino. It was just like I'm just cutting that entire segment out because it was so fucking boring. And like 2 nanoseconds of the church once again. It's so weird that the first 3 minutes of this has been like a minute and a half of her eating a cheese string, 10 seconds of church, a minute straight of the casino, and now she's back here again.
So at church today there was a new singer there, and
oh my God,
at instant glance I was just like, oh.
Okay, so why are you drunk? She's a wee bit tipsy here, lads.
Oh my God, I could not stop looking at her while she was singing. I was like, okay, perfection.
Stop being such a fucking creep. Like, I'm just saying, if this is a guy talking about, like, it's like, oh yeah, I was at the church today, and there's a girl, and she was singing, damn, yeah, I was going, If you did that, people would be like, okay, bro, calm yourself down. It's a bit fucking much. Like, this is just a bit, like, much. Like, okay, bro. I don't know, is this to, like, make whoever you're trying to flirt with jealous? Because, like, oh, I went to church today, and they had a new singer, and I was like, yeah, perfection. Whilst looking at her, is that just the, you know, like, when I was, like, trying to speculate that she suddenly said she slept with Faline again after the breakup, I was like, oh, is that to make the new girl jealous? It's like, well, I might still get back with Faline, and now we're doing this again.
So, that happened?
I'm just going to skip the rest of that, because she just said, I've gone to church several times, but I still don't believe in God. And then she showed her petting her cat, going, over and over again, because she really wants to remind us that she isn't, like, terrible with her animals, but, you know, okay.
Okay, guys, so it is the next day.
Oh, thank God, we're back to eating content. I was so upset. I thought all we were going to get were those 3 bites of that cheese string. Oh, thank God, we're going to get more food. I am so fucking bored. Oh my Christ, we're only 4 minutes into this. This is torture.
And I'm just doing some cleaning. And this just looks kind of like messy to me.
Okay.
Like, what is even happening? Like, how did this guy get over here?
Well, you put him there, probably. You know?
Tilted. I don't know.
Yeah.
So I'm actually going to take one of these, or maybe a couple.
Oh my god, there are so many of them. When I first saw it, my brain just shut off because I was just like, we're back to doing this shit again. That she did last year when she had no content, and it was literally just like, watch me get containers and put things from a container into a different container, and it was just that for like vlog after vlog after vlog. She did it with fucking everything. She spent like 3 vlogs doing her fucking pantry, saying, I'm gonna put the biscuits in this container, and she would just show you her putting biscuits in a container for a while. There's so many of these. This is like entirely unnecessary, the amount she fucking has here. I don't. This is, oh god, guys. It's one of those ones where I'm sitting here going, we're 4 minutes 20 in. I know I'm going to cut out at least a minute worth of this footage, which is like a couple minutes of my footage. And I'm just like, bro, it's not going to be enough for me to make a video here.
And I'm going to organize this.
It looks organized.
To look a little better.
Wow.
So here is the before.
Yeah, do you know what my main focus on like my internal cupboards is that they're aesthetic. Because it looks, honest to God, it just looks like you put shit there. So you'd then be like, whoa, this looks unorganized, so I have to organize it. Because like something, why do you have like different, because these aren't like, these wouldn't usually go together, you know? You got like vegetable oil, cooking oil, okay, fine. Then you got like spices here. Then you got like soups or some shit like that. So like, it's weird that these are there, you know, whatever.
All right, it doesn't look that much better, but it definitely helps with organization, because every time I open this, I'd be like, yikes on bikes. So
I'm sorry, we're really at the point where she actually has just so little content. She is trying to pretend that compared to her usual filthy ass fucking house, that was stressful for her. And I was like, every time I opened it, I'm so stressed. And I was like, everything here, I saw from what she was looking at. Everything, like literally, this has not in any way made this easier to see or easier to access.
It looks a little better.
I guess.
Something I have to do literally every day.
Sure.
Is do this on my bed and on my couch.
Sure, I believe you.
Because the cats have like their...
Well, most people would just like hoover it. They wouldn't lint roll it. They would just hoover it because it's still fucking filthy. So they would hoover it. Like, you don't even like, I don't clean the clothes that you're wearing most of the time. So let's not pretend it's like every single day I clean all my furniture. No, you don't. You don't? I realize you have no footage. You have nothing to fucking show us here. Jesus Christ. Like this is the thing. I've always joked she wants everything to be over 10 minutes so she can fit like 3 or 4 ad breaks, you know, spread out throughout this video. Hell, fuck, maybe 5. Just to try and maximize for 10 minutes to get as much money as physically possible. That is what we have just got, like the most boring fucking content around, just with this super clickbaity title, because this is like, I'll film just a bunch of random shit just to waste people's time, and that's what she's doing. She is wasting our time with just this absolute fucking nonsense. Because you're like, oh fuck it, well I want to get more ads, so I'm going to fucking just sit here and just waste your time until I can talk about this. Like, I wonder at what point she's like, I want to skip ahead, but I don't want to spoil it for myself. But I wonder if this is going to be like the next like 5 minutes, like half of this is going to be that, or this is going to be like, literally the last like 30 seconds.
Designated spots that they love. And one of them is right here on my couch. So it gets super furry, so I have to do this every single day.
Yeah, I believe you entirely.
So I still haven't put away
oh my god
all of my clean clothes from when I went to the laundromat. So
why wouldn't you do that?
So I wish I was joking. I found someone's boxers in my clean clothes.
Okay, sure.
And someone's sock.
Okay, sure. I'm sorry. I'm just at the point where I just like would not put me past her buying this to try and make like a quirky, funny story, because it's like, okay, when you went to use the washing machine, did you, I don't know, maybe like check inside? Like, wouldn't that be the natural thing to do before you use a washing machine? You would like look inside it and check to make sure there was nothing in it. So like the story doesn't even make sense to me.
So that happened. Yeah, someone's at home saying, where's my boxers?
Sure, I believe you.
Where's my missing sock?
Yeah,
little do they know, Amberlynn Reed has it. So
yeah, sure, I believe you.
If you're missing those, let me know. When I tell you I'm addicted to thin pork chops,
we're back to this fucking
in the air fryer.
Oh god,
I'm not joking.
We're back to this shit
and they're
again.
So thin and satisfying.
Oh my god, that is the exact opposite of you. There you go. I got one thing out of us literally just reusing content again. Like, holy, I can't believe we're doing pork chops in the air fryer again. Bitch, this is like, isn't this when like ad revenue's meant to be good on YouTube? Like, isn't this when you should be, like, pumping out your, like, primo content? Like, doing your fucking best to make, like, actual content? And here we are, just being like, God, I'm gonna make some pork chops. It's like, oh, fantastic.
I honestly don't even eat anything else with it.
Yeah, I believe you. I believe you.
The pork chop.
Like I said, this is why I find it so weird. Everything she's shown us her eating recently has been like keto.
Like, I don't know how to explain it.
I don't know how to explain it. Well, you do this like weekly, having new obsessions over shit. So I think you do know how to explain it. And it's just that you're like someone who just gets like obsessed with shit. You just do. Because you convince yourself this is the greatest thing ever because I made it, and you just get obsessed with it for like a week, and then you get bored of it, and then you just move on to something else. You're just a cycle of a person. You just keep getting obsessed with something, and then getting bored with it and moving. It's why you can't do diets. Because you will do a diet, and you probably honestly don't do the diets. I fully realize that. You don't have to tell me, guys. But you will say, I'm doing a diet, guy. And then it's just like a fucking week later, different diet. A week later, I'm changing the diet. A week later, I need to change the diet. She just, even when she was doing the apparent weight loss surgery, like she was like on like the 800 calories a day, and like a fucking week after she claimed she started that, she's like, me and my dietitian have had a talk, and we're changing the diet. And it's like, for fuck's sake.
So I'm about to make 4 of them.
Oh, wow. Do you know how much?
Just lay them out like that.
Do you know how much weight she would be losing if she actually was eating like the way she's showing, like a cheese string wrapped with turkey, chicken meat, and 4 pork chops? Do you know how much weight she would be losing a day? She'd be losing like literally pounds a day, like because that's the kind of shit I would eat on keto. And like me, like fuck, how much? What a third of her weight? What the fuck do I even weigh? Like a third of her weight? Like even that, I would lose pounds a day if I ate this number of calories per day.
Garlic salt, which all my garlic salt is pretty much gone because this is actually a very embarrassing story. Oh, but one of the...
I don't care. It's a really embarrassing story. Let me guess, the lid popped off.
Last nights that I got drunk, which I have not got drunk since I said I was gonna take a break.
Well, no, because you were clearly drinking when you're out with your family because you were a bit slurry. Like you might not have been like drunk, your pretend level of drunk, but you definitely had drank when you were out celebrating your granny's birthday because you were slurring your words.
But I was like super drunk, super hungry. So I was like, I'm gonna make some garlic butter noodles.
Wow.
I'm also gonna use some black pepper. I guess I wasn't paying attention. And instead of opening this little tab, I screwed off the whole lid and I poured...
I guess I wasn't paying attention. So I unscrewed
the whole thing on the pasta.
Sure.
So I literally had...
That's just like your standard go-to. You probably didn't even notice the flavor difference. You're probably like, needs a bit more flavor. I'm sorry. Like, oh yeah. But I have seen you make these fucking pork chops before. You always overseason. Don't pretend it's like, oh, I accidentally overseasoned something.
To throw away the whole thing.
Sure, I believe you.
It was just like a waste. It was...
You know what? Because you Amber, you scream out to me that you're a person that when you're like drunk or lazy or whatever, you decide to make like garlic butter pasta, and you definitely don't just order Uber Eats. Who would think that about Amber? Who would think, no, she's out there being a chef cooking for herself. Definitely, she never orders takeaway. You crazy fuckers.
Really sad and pathetic, but yeah, that's what happened.
That actually really summed you up. Really summed you up there, kid.
And then I put it in the air fryer.
Yep, we know how that works.
Plug her in.
Do Americans not have on-off switches? I've never looked at an American fucking like power socket before. Do you guys not have on-off switches? Do you guys? Because we have on-off switches so we can turn off the individual sockets. So we don't have to unplug it every time. We literally can just turn it off at the wall. So it can stay like plugged in, and then you can turn it back on again on the wall. Do you guys not have that, or is this just whatever this disability-friendly apartment she's in? Maybe they have it there for like some kind of safety reason. I have no idea. But do you guys not like normally have those? I'm just gonna be looking at that in the background constantly now.
It's scary. Yeah. So I put it on 400.
This is so simple. It's scary. It's an air fryer, bro.
100, and it usually takes like 14 to 15 minutes.
Wow.
That's all I do. But I will say, once it's done, I let it sit for like 20 minutes. I know that sounds crazy. Then I eat it because...
I let it sit for like 20 minutes? I know that sounds crazy. Do you know what that sounds like? Boring. It really, unironically, sounds boring as all shit. Like, imagine if you're at the point in your life where you thought, this is like wacky, zany funny.
I kind of like it at room temperature and not like freshly hot. Okay, so the pork chops have been done. And
yay, more
perfect.
Feed her shit. Look how much seasoning. She definitely want to put more fucking seasoning on that. Holy shit. Ugh, God, we're gonna see this bitch dance.
The pork chop dance. I just go through
the fat person dance. Okay, like I'm sorry, like she looked like it was chewing through fucking leather trying to get through that pork chop.
Weird fixations, and sometimes it's with food. You guys have seen.
Sometimes with food, bitch, you're 600 pounds. I'm gonna say most of your fixations are food related.
Not right now. It's a pork chop moment, but really, I just want to come on here and tell you guys.
Which is just, I'm just saying. She thinks this is really interesting. She genuinely thinks this is really interesting. She's really quirky. She's really unique. Because, oh my God, I'm having a pork chop moment. And it's like, bro, it's boring. It's just the same. This isn't even like as funny as her usual shit. Because it's just boring. It's just, I have nothing more. It is so boring. Like, we're 3 minutes left. And it looks like we're finally going to get to the truth about my fucking ex thing, which I honestly don't even care about. Like, this storyline itself is boring, but here we are watching pork chops for the 5th fucking time, 4th time, whatever it is, and she thinks it's like funny. It's like, oh, pork chop moment because it's my fixation right now. It's like, yeah, bro, but we don't need to see it every time because it's fucking boring. Like, no wonder her view count is fucking dying. Like, who? Why would she think people would want to watch the 6th time when she next decides to fucking make pork chops? It's like, oh, yay, we get to see you literally take pork chops, put them in the air fryer, and sprinkle shit on them. Because it's not like you actually do any cooking.
Thank you so much, like truly from the bottom of my heart.
Yeah,
Ever since I told you guys I was diagnosed with borderline personality disorder, and I opened up to you guys in my last video where I just had like a breakdown.
Is she going to be out here? Well, I had a breakdown. Okay, wink, wink. Nudge. The most real breakdown I've ever seen. Is she honestly going to come out and do this thing again where she pretends that like everyone like give her like such amazing reception and she got so many private messages? Oh, you'll never see them, guys, because you know it's not said in public. It's always a private message about how great she is.
Down, I started crying. You guys have reached out to me.
Did you start crying?
And you have been so kind and supportive, and I just appreciate it so much. Like beyond
the like to dislike ratio on this video, it's only been out for like an hour. It's fucking horrendous.
Beyond belief. And so many of you are like sharing your own stories with me, and it's just like we're not alone. I promise we're not alone, and I know sometimes it truly feels like it.
Oh my Christ!
But we're not. So this isn't.
So have you started therapy for it yet? Asking for a friend. Because you claimed, oh no, unfortunately, because I moved, I couldn't start my therapy for it. Weird you haven't mentioned starting therapy for it yet, and you've been in this new house for like, I don't know, 3 weeks, a month now, somewhere around that. And probably just over a month now. You haven't started therapy for it. I've noticed it's kind of weird, kind of suspicious, kind of like if you're actually wanting to deal with it, you'd have started something on it. You wouldn't just be using it as a storyline.
Really something that I want to go into detail about, but a lot of people are asking, how did you hurt your ex by falling in love with someone else? Like, you guys weren't together. So obviously some of this...
And she's also polyamorous, you know, that's kind of also like a fairly major thing because she's unlikely going to be that upset about it when she is like actually a polyamorous person. Oh no, you fell in love with someone else. That's kind of my thing.
Is my story to tell, but just out of respect for all parties, I'm gonna be vague, but I do also want to just make a little bit clear that
do you know what I'm gonna say? You literally don't even have to. You literally don't even have to respond to it, answer it in any way. You could have just ignored those comments. You're choosing to answer those.
I did hurt her because my ex wanted to possibly try to get back together. She wanted.
What? Where did this come from? Suddenly Faline wanted to be back together with her. It was the opposite a while ago. Oh my God. She was the one who wanted to get back with Faline. What the fuck? Oh my God, that was worth the wait. Oh Christ. Oh my God, this is pathetic. Oh.
Work on ourselves and
oh my God, it's embarrassing.
Normally that would have been something I would have jumped at like this.
Sure.
But when I fell in love, I continuously chose this other person over her.
Well, no, you didn't, because you claimed you were in love with that person, and you were like still apparently sleeping with Faline, so you didn't continuously choose this other person over her. It's almost like this storyline is literally made up. It's almost like the storyline is literally made up because you have actually nothing going on in your fucking life right now, and that is genuinely pathetic.
And I was hurting her like really bad. A lot went down. Yeah. A lot of things happened.
A lot of fake stuff.
At the time, I thought I was choosing my happiness. And, you know, in my head, I was like, I'm single. We're broken up for a reason. I remember telling my ex, like, why don't we try poly? That's never anything I would have ever suggested in the past. But she didn't even want to do that. And it's like,
what are you talking about? She's the poly one. She's the poly one who wanted to be with you. And now you're offering to do poly with her. And she didn't want that. What the fuck? This is the stupidest shit I have ever fucking heard. Like, what is this fucking cope? What is this cope? Is Amber next going to claim that she is black and that wifey is white or something like that? Like, is she just going to slowly just pretend to be Faline? Like, what is actual... Oh my crap. What the fuck is actually happening with this?
Like, my ex loved me so much, and she really wanted to try...
So the biggest problem was that my ex actually loved me so much that I actually stopped her from being poly. Because she loved me so much. Because guys, it's hard to say, but I'm just such a catch that she's obsessed with me and just loves me so much. Like, oh my... You know why I often joke that Amber is female boogie? Amber is female boogie. I just watched like a fucking 2-hour long interview with him talking to a guy called True Geordie, and during it, this 500-pound fucking 49-year-old man who's apparently so broke he's gonna lose his house is constantly threatening to end himself because he claims his mental health is so bad. You know, being accused of being manipulative, a bully, abusive to women, everything like that. Is now dating a 20-year-old, and his argument is just constantly well, the thing is, a lot of guys aren't very nice to women. Yeah. But the thing is, women know that I'm so nice to all women that 20-year-olds approach me. They actually approach me because of how nice I am to women. Because they just know. They just know how nice I am to women. And they chose me. They had thousands of options and all of them chose me. You know? And it's bro, can we fucking not? It is just this weird fucking cope where they have to rewrite every situation to be I am just too good. I'm too perfect. I'm just too perfect for this world, guys. I'm so sorry, that I'm so perfect that everyone loves me so much. But I'm so perfect. It's not even main character syndrome. It is Mary Sue main character syndrome, where it is just the most narcissistic shit you will ever see because every one of these fucking weirdos just thinks they're incredible.
To make it work, but I was repeatedly choosing another person over her.
Sure.
That is the reason why that she does not want.
We literally just did this again. I'm sorry, I'm being vague, and then she this is very specific what she's saying. I'm going to be vague, guys. No, you're not. This is very specific.
Want to speak to me anymore, and I just feel so bad for hurting her. I was just in a really confused...
I feel so bad for hurting her because she just loved me so much. And whilst I loved her too, she loved me so much. She was obsessed with me. Because I'm such a catch, guys. I'm you know why you all are watching me and everyone loves me so much because I'm just such a catch. That was the problem. I literally was just too good. I was basically too perfect. And she'd tell me that all the time and I was, oh you. But I guess it was real.
Spot, and I thought I was doing the right thing initially. In the end, you guys are only hearing 5% of the story.
Yeah, sure.
Out of 100%, because again,
is that 100%'s work? Damn, girl, thanks. She's out here teaching math, fucking Professor Lynn.
And there are other parties, and just out of respect, I'm just
sure
that to them.
Other parties like Faline's boyfriend. Oh my god! Next day we got one film. That was seriously despite this being such a dramatic part of the thing. I guess it's the only interesting bit of the entire video so far. She is right to have this as the title because everything else has been actual, unwatchable dog shit. So I guess this is the only good bit, but it is just honest to God, her tripping balls and just making up random shit.
It is the next day.
Oh,
it's actually morning time. Yay. I just woke up.
Sure.
But
so 3 p.m. Congrats.
I went to get back in bed. And
I don't care about the animals thing to try and prove that people you're nice to your animals. I don't believe it. I just don't care.
Because the reason why she was hiding was because maintenance came. Brady and Wasabi, they go running when someone
You were literally pretending you were in bed, and you claimed your cat was hiding in your blankets because maintenance came. So did they just come in whilst you were just in bed? Can you not even keep your story consistent for 10 seconds. 10 seconds. I was going to make a point. I was going to wait for us to finish with the cat bit. I was going to make a point. It's we're at the point where she is trying so hard to convince us that she is good with her animals That because, you know, like I said, she's trying to convince us that she doesn't need a caretaker and that she's absolutely great, like such an amazing, great person. That I was going to make a point. I bet she just fucking got Rarity and just tied her up in those fucking blankets so she could have like a, oh my god, that's so cute of an image for it. But like, now I'm kind of just actually convinced of that because this just fucking stupid story where it's just like, oh yeah, she's hiding in there because maintenance were in my flat when I was in bed. What?
Stranger is in the house. And then Twinkie goes barking.
Sure. But, yeah, that's why we heard that going.
Yeah, I'm gonna get a little bit more sleep. I went to bed super late last night. I've been going to bed like at a decent time for me.
I literally don't care about when you go to bed. Why are you saying it like that?
But last night, I stayed up a little later than I wanted to. And yes, I did sleep in my makeup. I've been doing...
Wow, how unlike you. You failed your Jedi training and notice because the fucking braid's gone.
Not my whole life? Why are we going to complain and try to change now? That's really the least of my problems. But anyway.
Yeah, I imagine, why would you ever want to, like, better yourself in any way? Well, that's what I've been doing all my life, so why would you want to change now? Yeah, like, I don't know, at no point in my life have I ever gone, like, you know what? I did something stupid for a long time. I might as well better myself. I just like, you know what? Now I'll just double down. She's fucking stupid. Like, just fucking stupid.
Guys, I do want to end this video because I do want to get this video up.
I also want you to end it too. I really wanted you to end this video because it genuinely was awful. Like, actually, like, yeah, one of our worst ones in a long time. This video's probably going to be less than 30 minutes, which is probably the first time I've ever put like a video that's less than 30 minutes long, but there's nothing here. I just don't want to give you just boring shit, so... I guess it's going to be the end of it. But guys, I want to try and get some Foodie Beauty stuff up here fairly soon because I'm still catching up with her. But I've been doing a lot of research on my main channel for the boogie thing. Like I said, That An Irishman is my main channel if anyone particularly cares. Yeah, fuck me. All right, have a good one, guys. Take care of yourselves. Bye-bye. Hey there, guys. Just after the 5 Irishman here, just as we end bit, Foodie Beauty is currently live streaming right now. Shenanigans on Twitter has been sharing a couple of clips where Amberlynn has actually appeared in Foodie Beauty's chat, saying hello to her, and is like joking around about content with her, and Foodie's talking about content with her and stuff like that. I will include the clips here as well so you guys can have a quick look at it. Honest to God, I just think Amber realizes that no one cares. Like, her videos aren't performing very well. She knows that people care more about, like, Chantel right now because of all her drama around the anniversary. I just think Amber knows full well that she will need to get a bit of attention online, so she's going in, talking about Foodie again, because she knows a couple people will talk about it, and I guess it works because I'm talking about it right now. Here's the clips.
It goes. Amberlynn, hi! Hello, welcome to the stream. Falcor, yeah, good point. What's going on, girl? Amberlynn, if I wasn't married and you know, didn't have anything else to do, we could be roommates. I'm just kidding. I'm not saying I'm very happy with my husband, but I'm just saying it'd be cool to be roommates and we could do content. That would be like the alternate universe type of thing. Imagine. That would break the internet, exactly. Can you imagine the Walmart grocery orders? I would be in Walmart every day on a scooter. I don't care.